eating well is preventative medicine.
Hi, welcome to the first episode of Chew on This. We have here with me Charvi, a very dear college friend. Charvi is a health and wellness coach and a functional nutritionist. Happy to have you, Charvi. Welcome to Chew on This by Flax.
Thank you. I'm very, very excited to be here today.
Everyone of late has been telling me things like I suffer from PCOS, so I've developed PCOS. What is it? Is it like an entire generation that's been born with it, or is it a lifestyle disease? What is up with PCOS?
Think of PCOS as a hormonal system crash. And what happens is that modern life today is definitely making us more susceptible to getting PCOS. So here the main villain of what's happening is insulin resistance. You know, when our body stops responding to insulin, which is our hormone that manages blood sugar, it kind of dominoes to produce excess male hormones. So either excess male hormones, or it leads to our imbalances in our female hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which leads to those irregular cycles or weight gain or hair growth or acne or even fertility issues. But it's very, very related to our lifestyle and environment.
Is PCOS reversible? Can you cure it? Can you get rid of it? How does it work?
See, PCOS is not in its terms reversible, but we're not really doomed with it. It is reversible in the sense that symptoms, we can manage symptoms, we can improve symptoms, and we can even eliminate symptoms. But it really requires consistency and a lifestyle change. And when it comes to PCOS, food is always medicine. People always ask me that, do I need to quit carbs? But no, you don't need to quit carbs. You just need to balance the carbs well. You need to have the right kind of carbs. And the whole goal here is to have a balanced approach. And the whole focus here is to focus on fiber, protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Because this combination of these four things help us really stabilize our blood sugar and reduce our cravings.
What do you mean by a hormone health or a hormone balance plate?
There's three things I always like to say about a hormone plate, right? It involves the art of balancing. Because it's not a diet, the hormone health plate is a framework. So we want to make sure that we have the right mix of macronutrients, which is, I always say, like 1/4 plate proteins, a good small amount of healthy fats, fiber, half our plate with fiber and micronutrients to our vegetables, and a quarter of our plate with slow digesting carbs, which are all eaten and should all be eaten in a very particular order to support stable blood sugar and hormone health.
That's literally my flax bowl right now.
I love that. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that there's something called a hormone plate, and okay, flax already knew about it, it seems, or they are great at the art of balancing, I guess.
Absolutely, because here I can see our protein, which is our chicken. I can see our hummus. I can see our quinoa, which is our complex carbs. And I can see our fibrous and micronutrient-rich vegetables.
I also see some good fat in the walnuts.
And the good fat, which is the walnuts, the olive oil dressing, and the flax seeds on top. This is perfect.
I know. Why is it that our grandmother's generation was just, like PCOS and all these conditions were never really a thing?
When it comes to our grandparents and our grandmothers, they kind of went through silent symptoms, I would say, because they never spoke about it. No one listened to them. No one was aware about it. So that, playing devil's advocate here, that could be one of them. And the second one could be that the food quality was better at that time.
Right.
They were not injecting food with hormones and antibiotics and preservatives and emulsifiers like they are today. Our grandmoms probably ate just very good quality home food, whereas our entire life is built around eating out and socializing, and as a result of that, consuming foods that are not prepared in a certain way like we should eat it.
So it's not just about eating good food, it's also about having the right ingredients and good quality ingredients in the good food, right?
Absolutely.